Hello, happy Thursday. Welcome to this show 4.3 release update. So this is our first release in quarter 2 of 2026, and we have some very major things to show you. The first one being a series of UX improvements we've done around content creation, where I will demo some of them to you now. A big area where we have worked on UX improvements is around dealing with image search results in the sidebar. So for example, if I go ahead and search here for the word select, you're going to see I'm going to find things, and now they are actually divided up by categories. You can see these are images, here are shared images, and I have some image search results from stock file services. The other part of this that we have fixed is that if you click on one of these and you add it to the slide, previously it would actually close the search results when you started interacting with the slide. But we got the feedback that this was actually not what users wanted, because if you want to get multiple images from the same search results, it gets very annoying that you have to keep searching for it over and over again. So we now stay on the search results in the sidebar until you are ready, and then you can just hit the back button to close it out. So those are some of the UX improvements for the editor. We have also added the support to export your show playlists as JPEGs. The export button can be found up here next to the preview button. And when you hover over it, you get an important notification that tells you that embedded web pages, Facebook and Instagram widgets will not be included in your exported JPEG if you have added those to your slides. Everything else will be included in the exported JPEGs. So I'm going to go ahead and click this button. And you'll see that I have two options. Either I can export only the current slide as a single JPEG image, or I can export all the slides in this current playlist as JPEG images inside a zip file. So if I go ahead and click on one of these, it will then spin for a little bit as it prepares the export, and then I will have the zip file downloaded into my downloads folder. Now, for example, if I want to use show in offline mode, I can go ahead and put these JPEG images on a USB stick and plug it into my device. But of course, they will also work in any other case where you need slideshow images of the content that you have created within show. And then a really big one, which is a premium feature. We have added the ability to be able to track the place of advertisements on your slides. To demo this feature, I put together this quick little playlist. So on my first slide, where I have a slide, I'm going to turn on this new feature where it says track ad slide. So as you can see from this message, when enabled, this is marked as an ad slide for playback analytics. So I'm going to turn this on. Then we're going to go to slide 2. So this is also an ad, so I'm going to turn it on here as well. And then for my third slide, which is just my store hours, I will not turn it on because this is not an ad that I will need to track. Now that I have turned it on for my slides with ads, I'm going to go ahead and click the publish button. And then I am going to go ahead and assign this playlist to a device. And then I'm going to choose my device, and I'm going to choose play now. So now my playlist is being sent to my device. And here we're going to make a little bit of a cut while the playlist gets to run for a little bit on the device so we can collect some data. Okay, so now that the playlist has run for a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and check the stats. So to see this, we're going to go into the usage stats section. And here, if you have the ad stats plugin, you will see ad stats in the sidebar. And you're going to see I have some data from some other playlists that I've run, but ad demo is the one that we set up now. So here you can see an overview of your tracked playlists. You can filter by the last 7 days, today, the last 30 days, or all time. So you're going to see these update a little bit depending on which one I pick. Up here you see the total plays, the total playtime, and the total active tracked ads. These are also impacted by the current filters I selected. As you can see, if I hover over it, it will, for example, say active tracked ads for the current selected filter. Likewise, if you have a lot of tracked slides, you can search through your playlists here to find them. And then, once you have found a specific slide you want to see the performance of, you click on the name to go into it. And here you can see what the slide looks like. You can see the total amount of times it has played. You can see the total playtime for the total amount of time it's been shown on the screen. And down here, you can also see exactly which time windows it ran in on which dates. and you can see the number of times and the total duration. And if you need this data in a machine-readable form to be able to import it into other solutions, you can click this Download CSV button, and it will download all the data for this slide in a CSV ready to import. And of course, on top of that, we have done a very large number of bug fixes and general improvements to the platform. This to provide more stability, performance, and usability. That is it for this show 4.3 release update, and I will see you here again at the end of May for our next release.